Whoever follows a path in the pursuit of knowledge, Allah will make easy for him a path to paradise. The pursuit of knowledge is a pillar in the Islamic faith and Islamic societies, which sprung a golden age of science from the 9th century until the 15th and 16th century. Not only does Islamic faith inspire the pursuit of knowledge, but it necessitated it. In order to figure out prayer times and the direction one must face when praying, a complex understanding of astronomy was needed. Ulugh Beg and al-Kashi played a key role in the history of this necessitated astronomy. Al-Kashi was an expert in the world above us, and Ulugh Beg's assistance and patronage helped bring al-Kashi's inventions and discoveries to the world. His fantastic memory is one of the wonders of the world. He has great skill in mathematics. Ulugh Beg pushed his empire towards the study of secular sciences because he knew that science was common to all people and could cross national and cultural boundaries. He knew the power of science and the importance of debate and discussion. He made the most important decisions in Samarkand, but always listened to criticism of those decisions because, when faced with a problem, he would always sacrifice his pride for the sake of having the best solution. He despised when people agreed with him just because he possessed the highest title in the land. He wanted discussion and always promoted it. This mentality is what prompted Ulugh Beg's path towards turning the city of Samarkand into an intellectual center. He built a university and an observatory in the early 1400s. With these buildings, Ulugh Beg was making Samarkand a center for education and advancement, not just for his kingdom, but for the entire Islamic world. This Samarkand observatory was the site of the production of many important astronomical works, making this observatory in particular one of the most important to the world of astronomy and astrology. A remarkable scientist, one of the most famous in the world, who had a perfect command of the science of the ancients, who contributed to its development, and who could solve the most difficult problems. Ulugh Beg, among others at the observatory, knew al-Kashi was brilliant, if not the smartest there. Many scholars, including al-Kashi, were knowledgeable across many fields, but al-Kashi's brilliance lied in the depth of his knowledge. Al-Kashi was the leading astronomer and mathematician at the observatory, and other scholars wanted to be a part of this team, mainly because of his reputation. It was al-Kashi's brilliance that led to some of the finest mathematical literature produced at the time. Al-Kashi wrote the Treatise on Astronomical Observational Instruments, where he described some of the different instruments used in the observatory, like the triquetrum, which determined the altitude of heavenly bodies, the armillary sphere, equinoctial armillary, and many more. Al-Kashi also invented the plate of conjunctions, which was an incredibly useful analog computing instrument used to find when planetary conjunctions occur. One of al-Kashi's most important discoveries, however, was the law of cosines, which is still sometimes referred to as the theorem of al-Kashi in French. And one of al-Kashi's most important books is the Key to Arithmetic, written with the purpose of being used to teach students in Samarkand. This was a comprehensive book with many tables, equations, and calculations, with the goal of being slightly like a textbook. Al-Kashi was also incredibly capable to calculate 2 pi to 16 decimal digits in 1424. But this calculation, like most of his other work, was unknown for hundreds of years. Many people, including academics, do not know about al-Kashi's contributions to the world of astronomy, or how he had the most accurate calculation of sine of 1 degree used to calculate other trigonometric values, or how he was the first person to provide an explicit statement of the law of cosines. At the end of the day, al-Kashi and Ulugh Beg were brilliant minds overshadowed by a classical narrative that buried their legacies.